My name is Greg Pollitt. I'm founder of Paranormal Nights, an investigation team into the paranormal. We go to people's homes trying to investigate and back up their claims and businesses. We try to find any local legends that may appear for us to investigate and find evidence to back up, or to find the truth of what's going on, whether it's proof of the paranormal or just an old legend. When you kind of fall into this, you're really chosen. Many people that I've talked to, including myself, that have started into the paranormal, has had an experience that has reached out to a religious leader or someone that they felt they could trust and seek out help of something, to find answers of something they've experienced. And unfortunately, a lot of those people don't have answers either. And they kind of shunned away from giving guidance. So that most of the people you talk to that have gotten into this field, that's one of the primary things that got them into it, was not finding answers from anyone and needing answers for themselves. So they started investigating themselves. I've had many experiences over my lifetime. I've not experienced everything under the sun like a lot of people claim. I have seen a couple full-bodied apparitions, a couple partial apparitions, a lot of shadows. One thing you kind of have to do when you start investigating is train yourself, or I should say untrain yourself. As a kid growing up, if you experience something in your bedroom or anything like that, mom and dad's first reaction is to console you, tell you there's nothing there, go back to sleep, everything's okay. So you're conditioned as you grow up to dismiss things. If you see a shadow out of the corner of your eye, you're like, okay, it's just my eye playing tricks on me. Or you hear a noise in the house, it's just the heating pump. You automatically dismiss it and don't investigate it. The truth is, there's a lot of things that could be going on there that is not just the heating turning on. That could be more in the paranormal world. So as an investigator, you have to untrain yourself or uncondition yourself to be open to those things. When you see movement, you have to direct your attention to it, try to find out what moved, to seek out whatever you can find that made that movement, whether it is a heat pump kicking on, or car lights reflecting through a window, or Uncle Tom's ghost running around there causing all kind of chaos. Children are awesome investigators. Not that you should ever take a child as an investigator, but they're open to everything. They're not conditioned to the way the world is, the way we are today. So you kind of need to listen to them as a parent if something is going on. One way you can tell the difference between an overactive imagination and an imaginary friend or something going on is most kids that have an imaginary friend, they just play with them. They're playing with toys, whatever. And they'll maybe occasionally try to blame them for something. Oh, Tommy broke the dish, Mommy, not me. One big thing you should look for a danger aspect that could potentially be something else, is if they do something that puts them in danger and tells them that their imaginary friend told them to do it. If it's something completely out of the norm, like my imaginary friend told me to climb this ladder and jump off, that's something you want to pay a little more attention to, and could be something else. Through the years, I've been to many places, from homes to businesses to cemeteries. One of the most recent cases we had was a home in Morrow, Ohio. Our client had called us. She had been experiencing doors slamming and locking. She had been experienced, a friend of theirs, a family actually, had been scratched in the driveway. Their car mysteriously had lights come on and off. While also in the home, they could hear things being dragged around in the attic. They could hear people saying their names, and could not find anything to prove that it was something normal. So they called us to come in. As we got there, we set up, we started interviewing her. While we were doing that, we were recording with video and taking still pictures. In the picture process, we found several images where the woman's face was smudged out. You can make out detail in every other thing, from her clothing to her hair to the background, but her face looked like someone had just smudged it out in a digital picture, which is very difficult to do. During this process, our tech guy had captured a picture of something that seemed to appear in front of the woman early on. Didn't say anything to us, not to influence the investigation or anything of that nature, and just kept it as a control factor. As we left, he showed us the picture, and you could see Noah with his back to the camera. To his right was the woman who lived there, and there's an image of something manifesting right in front of her. Very, very creepy and cryptic looking. Looks very scary. Later, upon further analysis, we found another image with a couple little creatures. It's the best way we can describe it. In front of the couch. Never seen anything like this. I've talked to religious experts. I've talked to people at colleges that teach anthropology and stuff like that that have no explanation for it. They've never seen anything like it. So we have some proof of, we believe, definite proof of the paranormal that will blow your mind. It's complete, out of the box. You've never seen anything like it. And it makes you believe that there are things that go bump in the night.